Now it's time for some fiction, and the first title we're going to go over is Jonathan James and the What If Monster. This one is such a popular book, and for good reason. It's about this little what if monster, and he fills Jonathan James with worries. What if you tumble? What if there's wind? What if you slip and your knee gets all skinned? So every time he's trying to do something, this what if monster is talking about how something might go wrong. What if it's yucky? What if it's icky? What if mom yells because you're too picky? And then Jonathan James decides that he's fed up with this what if monster. And so he says, now wait just a minute, I have something to say. After hearing what ifs all through the day, I hear all your worries, I hear all your claims, but what if you're wrong? Asked Jonathan James. So then he talks about what if things actually go really good. And what if I taste some of that food and it puts my mouth in a really good mood? And what if I run in a really big race and I have a great time no matter what place? So this is a wonderful book, especially for children who maybe have some extra worries, to remind them that it's always worth trying new things. This is The Railway Children. It's actually based on a true story, and it has these beautiful illustrations, and it talks about this family whose father gets put in prison for being a spy. And I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it's a very happy ending, which I always love very happy endings. This is called What's Going On, and this book is so darling. It's this little boy, and he's talking about how things are kind of crazy around his house, and everything's just chaotic, and he can't figure out why things are so weird. And then at the very end, he says that the only one who isn't being weird is his little 3-month-old baby sister, and she's just adorable. And I love this book because I have a 4-month-old, so I totally know where they're coming from, and it's a fun book if you are going to have another baby, to kind of warn your kids in advance that things might get a little chaotic. This is A Tale of Two Beasts, and I love these illustrations. This book, it shows that there's two sides to every story. So it starts off talking about this little girl, and she found this little beast in the forest, and she doesn't know why he would ever want to escape from her because she just treats him so good. And then it talks about the little beast's perspective. I was hanging from my favorite tree singing happily to the birds when I was ambushed by a terrible beast. She growled at me and tied me up and carried me off to her secret lair. She made me disgustingly clean and dressed me up in a ridiculous hat and sweater and tried to make me eat squirrel food. So this is just really cute to show kids that there's always two sides to the story. And we do also have a lot of chapter books. This is a Billy B. Brown mystery series. You can see kind of the reading level here. It still does have some fun illustrations. But we have lots of chapter books for beginning readers all the way to adults.